Hi, everyone. So before we present the awards, we were asked to give a little update. So first off, we wanted to start with how many people in this audience have ever been excited by a technology that could change the lives of millions? Raise your hand. Okay, or cheer. Great, everyone. Fantastic, or I will assume everyone. So we have as well. We've been especially excited by technologies like low-cost solar lanterns and affordable water filters, until we realized that these technologies weren't actually reaching the people that they were designed to benefit. And after 6 years of research and traveling through over 50 countries, we realized that the problem was distribution for these types of technologies.
So we traveled, Jackie through Africa, me through India, and we returned to the US in the fall of 2011, where we were put in touch through an MIT professor. And after our first lunch, we realized that we connected over the shared passion for the problem of technology distribution. And that afternoon, we brainstormed for 3 hours just after meeting each other for the first time. And that is when Essmart was born. So Essmart is a technology distribution company in southern India. And what we do is we get products like solar lanterns, water filters, all these really cool technologies that are coming out of places in the States and around the world, and we try to get them to the people who are supposed to benefit from them. And we do this by connecting a catalog of these products with local retail stores, places where people who are supposed to benefit from these products already shop. And these places litter the landscape in peri-urban and rural India. So we are combining what has worked in a free market economy with pre-existing village relationships. And in that way, we are able to help these shops grow their businesses and also enable technology access for their customers.
So 1 year ago today, Essmart was still a dream. And in fact, we were sitting in those seats just down there, and we were incredibly nervous. We had pitched the day before, and we had walked out of our pitch feeling pretty confident. We felt good about how we had told our story and explained our model, until we got to this award ceremony. Because right before the award ceremony, one of our judges, Daniel from Taka Taka, pulled us aside to give us some feedback and some helpful critiques of our model. And he tore us to shreds. He basically left us, and we were standing there and looked at each other, and we were like, we are completely screwed. So we were sitting in that chair, and we were pretty much expecting the worst. And he had some really great points, and we've worked on a lot of them over the course of the year, but we were very, very frightened. And when they called our name as the grand prize winner, we were shocked. I'm pretty sure I looked over at Daniel, and I made this face. And Daniel looked back at me and went.
And that was the launchpad for Essmart. So because of the funding and the support from the Dell Social Innovation Challenge, we were actually able to launch operations in August 2012. And we started in a town, yes? We started in the town of Pollachi in the state of Tamil Nadu in southern India. We hired our first employee, we found working space, and we started approaching mom and pop shops around the town one by one. And by mid-August, so 2 weeks in, we made our first product sale. And we've just been growing since then. We now have a network of about 70 stores, and we've moved over 750 products. And we're growing. And our catalog has 8 different types of life-improving technologies in it, and it is expanding, and we have 7 employees on the ground in Pollachi. And, well, of course, not everything has been easy, of course. It took us 6 months for us to get our Dell Social Innovation Challenge money into our Indian bank account because we were still trying to figure out the Indian legal, banking, and accounting landscape. But we learned a lot, and we're still learning, of course. And none of this would have been possible without the support of DSIC.
So we're incredibly excited to be back in Austin and to see all of the DSIC family and to welcome in the newest members of the family who are the 2013 finalists and winners. So we're excited to be here for a couple days, but we're heading back to India soon, and we're actually getting ready to start expanding our operations beyond Pollachi into another district in Tamil Nadu. And to do so, we actually happen to be crowdfunding right now. So if you want to help us expand our operations and open our second hub in southern India, please check out our crowdfunding campaign. Everyone take out your phones and write this down. The URL is www.essmart-global.com/crowdfunding. So anyways, just had to share that. If you don't donate, that's totally fine, but we have a cool video and we would love to have you watch it so that we feel loved. So that is enough about us. And now we would like to talk about how far DSIC has come in the past year.
So the 2013 Dell Social Innovation Challenge was the most competed in challenge of DSIC ever. And the number of student projects that were entered in DSIC this year grew 60% from last year. The challenge received 2,600 projects from 25,000 students representing about 100 countries of impact. This year, DSIC also expanded the number of awards. From 2007 to 2012, 45 teams were awarded, but this year, 45 teams were determined as winners, 45. And seed funding this year is $350,000. It can do a lot of impact.
So we're announcing the Outstanding Innovation Projects. So what is an outstanding innovation project? Well, first off, it's outstanding, as it says in the name. It's outstanding in nature, has incredibly tremendous potential. It's right at the top of the applicant pool, right along with all the finalists. And each of these projects receives $5,000 in funding to take their project to the next level. And DSIC is really excited to support these teams, have them improve and hopefully apply again next year and see where they just go in the future and continue growing their ventures. So we will now call out the names of each team, where they're from, and read a brief description of them. Please hold your applause for all of the teams until the end. Thank you.
Algae for Aid, USA. Algae for Aid is leveraging the power of algae to solve malnutrition in Bangladesh, while also protecting our environment. Working with beer breweries in Colorado, Algae for Aid harnesses CO2 emissions to grow spirulina algae.
Vela, Bangladesh. Vela is training families in flooded parts of Bangladesh on how to build low-cost, floating vegetable gardens with high-yield seeds to improve nutritious food for their families year-round.
Cleanoventions, India. Cleanoventions has invented a new type of solar panel that harnesses the full spectrum of light, more than doubling the energy efficiency of the units at a significantly lower cost.
Food Recovery Network, USA. The Food Recovery Network is capturing food waste from college campuses to feed homeless and disadvantaged people all around the country. To date, the volunteer-based nonprofit has launched 12 chapters and has recovered over 136,000 pounds of food.
Keto International, USA. Keto International provides support and entrepreneurship training to street youth in Nairobi, Kenya. Through their own in-house social enterprise, they engage and employ youth, making eco-friendly gift bags and greeting cards.
Nanocides, Pakistan. Nanocides has created an antibacterial countertop surface for use in developing countries where bacteria causes food contamination in homes, restaurants, and even hospitals. With this product, Nanocides can provide a low-cost sanitary prep surface for billions of low-income users around the world.
Pasand, USA. Pasand empowers girls in India by giving them access to affordable, environmentally friendly sanitary napkins and health education so they better understand their bodies and don't have to miss a day of school.
SmartStrip, UK. SmartStrip uses light spectrometry to provide a non-invasive glucose test for diabetics, completely eliminating the need for blood testing through finger pricks.
Spouts of Water, Uganda. Spouts of Water is a nonprofit social enterprise that has created a ceramic water filter for use in Uganda, where waterborne diseases is the #1 cause of death in children under 5, and more than 10 million people lack access to clean water.
UltraSafe Ultrasound, USA and India. UltraSafe Ultrasound has developed an ultrasound technology that automatically blurs the baby's sex, helping to prevent the elective termination of more than 750,000 female babies each year in India. Please join us in congratulating this year's winners. We're proud to be